Hey, stolen cousins. You already know what time it is. Animated horror stories. Animated horror stories. Doom, doom, doom. Boom, boom, boom. Doom, 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 doom. Who are we with today? Our stolen cousin, Mr. Creepy. You already know. Go over there, subscribe over there, like the video. You can like the video over there, or you could just go like some more videos. Either or. You already know the dealio. Go support them because we support them. We family. We like this. What are we doing today? 3 retail slash night shift stories. What did they say? That are alarming to viewers. He always be trying to warn somebody. We ready. We here. Last time he said though, get a shirt off your back. Something like that. Something crazy. We still had our shirt on at the end. My shirt was on. I know your shirt was on. We cousins. We shirt don't run off that fast. I'm excited because what? I used to work night shift and it really gets crazy at the nighttime. I work nights, I work very early morning, I work all different times. Let's get into it, y'all. Please go and grab a blunt, grab a bag of chips, grab a bottle of water, and grab a blanket so you can stay snug. What do you say right here? The following stories are inspired loosely based on true events. All characters and events taking place in this video are fictional. In reality, no one was hurt mentally or physically. If you are under the age of 16, get your ass off this video. If you are under the age of 18, you shouldn't even be able to watch my video because my video is for grown folk only. His say 16, my say 18, grown as fuck. 18 to grown as fuck. You shouldn't be able to watch a lot of the stuff on my channel. I be smoking. I be telling them to get a blunt. If you can't go get a blunt and go get the backwoods or whatever you use to rolling it in by yourself, don't be watching my stuff. In my city, you gotta be 21 to get some tobacco products. And Alfonso, backwood, Dutch, leaves, all that is tobacco products. You gotta be 21 to get a raw paper because it counts as you about to smoke. So you shouldn't be watching this shit if you ain't 21. For real, for real. I'm sorry, I love you. I don't know how you logged in and gave you out here giving fake ages, but get your ass off this channel. Love you. Dollar Tree horror story. Last time we did a Dollar Tree horror story.
A lot of people love to shop at Dollar Tree because it offers almost everything they need with reasonable prices. The only problem here is the staff. They are often arrogant and bad-mannered with the customers. But this particular Dollar Tree was so much different. The staff here seemed to be so friendly, somehow a little over-friendly. On his first day of working at Dollar Tree, Albert was assigned to tidy up the stalls, which was easy for beginners.
Okay.
After telling Albert about the rules, the manager reminded him to always smile whenever he saw customers. Albert was a nice staff member, following the rules strictly and smiling all the time. One day, while packing the goods, he was startled to see an arm on his shoulder. When he turned around, it was one of his co-workers at Dollar Tree. This guy looked so sleepless and terribly tired. "Hey, have you seen Sam the manager anywhere?" he asked. Albert said, "The manager? He's at the counter." The guy didn't say thank you or anything. He just walked away. After a while, that guy came out of the manager's room. In his hand was a pack of gum, which he tore open a wrapper and ate a stick right away. Albert wasn't surprised to see that and just focused on his task. But after eating the gum, that guy's worn-out face was replaced with a happy, smiling one. Even when he was terribly scolded by a customer, he still showed that smiling face no matter what. The next morning, when Albert went to work, he went to see yesterday's coworker and found out his name was Ron. Ron was now back to his everyday sad and sleepy face. While they were talking, Manager Sam came in and asked Ron to come into the room to talk. After 10 minutes, Ron came out with the bubblegum in his hand and quickly ate it. Then he immediately changed into a happy employee with a weird smile on his face. He smiled like that all day, which made Albert feel uncomfortable and annoyed. In the next few days, Ron went into the management office every morning and came out with a big, wide, and somewhat weird and creepy grin on his face. Ron acted more and more strangely, his smile growing more and more creepy instead of friendly. It was like he was forced to smile instead of voluntarily smiling. Now Albert felt something was wrong about his coworker. What made him become like that? Albert went to the trash can where Ron dumped his garbage. It was full of pink candy wrappers. He picked one of them up and read the label, Smile Gum. What the hell is this? People came and went. Even Ron said he would quit Dollar Tree soon. Albert had to work up to 14 hours a day for many days in a row. Today, he went to work with a tired and lifeless face. When a customer asked, he reluctantly answered them. Sometimes he even got angry with customers. Manager Sam soon realized what was happening, so he called him into the management room. When hearing he had to see Sam, Albert ran to the bathroom and washed his face.
Don't eat that damn gum, Albert.
Damn it! I need to wake up! Suddenly, the manager appeared behind him. You don't have to work so hard. Here, just eat one. You will be sober. Then the manager gave Albert a piece of gum. He turned his head and looked at the manager with a suspicious expression. What's in that thing? Oh, nothing at all. It's just as effective as coffee. I don't think I need it, said Albert, about to leave the bathroom. But when he grabbed the doorknob, he discovered it was locked. Hey, what's wrong with this door? You can't meet the customers with that terrible attitude.
I quit. It's all right.
Sam slowly walked over to Albert. You have to eat it. He held out the candy in front of Albert. Albert shook his head. No! No! The manager now completely changed his attitude. He angrily pushed Albert into the door. No. I won't let you out of here if you don't eat this candy. Albert was struggling. He tried to get out of the way, but Sam was so strong that he couldn't resist. Slowly, he squeezed the employee's mouth and pushed the gum into it. If you behaved well, I wouldn't have to work this hard. Albert fell to his knees, coughed repeatedly, and reached into his throat but could not pull that thing out. After a while, he stopped trying to pull it out. He slowly straightened up, now with the same freaky smile as Ron's. Very well. Now you can get back to work.
Crack.
Since then, Albert has become another Ron. Every morning, he and the other employees go into the management room, receive the smile gum, and come back with a bright smile, somehow so industrial and creepy to receive customers.
Got them folks cracked out. Right. Not Target. That's what you
Lately,
doing at
there
Target.
appeared a bunch of crazy YouTube trends. The young found them harmless, fun activities without knowing how terrible they can turn out to be. The story I'm about to tell you was a lesson I learned about those trends. Henry, Leo, and Mark were a group of friends that recently collaborated on YouTube. There was a trend of playing hide and seek at Target, so they planned to shoot a video there. According to the plan, to make it more fun, they would sneak into Target at night before the closing time. They went to Target and climbed into the stalls to hide there. Now, the lights were turned off, the staff had all left, and the doors were closed.
Locked.
The security guard walked
Locked.
along the aisle with a flashlight. Henry, Leo, and Mark hid very well so they were not detected. After searching for a while and finding nothing unusual, the guard moved back to his duty room. So Henry and his friends got out.
Awesome! Now it's our turn!
They turned on their cameras and started recording.
Was it Walmart? I think it was the Walmart video we did where some kids tried to do the same stuff, or this boy tried to do the same thing and ended up getting attacked by a damn man that was up in there.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's 12 midnight and we're at Target playing hide and seek.
After filming the trailer, Mark and Leo went hiding, and Henry would be the seeker.
So, what we're gonna do...
The ones who hid would try to reveal part of their legs or arms so that the seeker could find them faster. Henry stood at the shelf and counted. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While Mark and Leo ran away, Henry started looking around. He went from the top of the shelf to the end when he suddenly saw an arm over there. It was just the arm of a mannequin.
Okay.
Gosh, who would do this?
He moved on to the other shelf and saw an arm sticking out.
Yeah, this time I ain't falling for your trap that easy, guys.
He got there and removed the products out of the aisle.
Aha! Here you are, Mark. Wow!
But Henry suddenly froze, his limbs shaking. Mark was on the shelf, but he was now a corpse covered in blood. He had been stabbed several times in the neck, which burst. Henry slowly put his finger on Mark's nose.
He's dead.
Oh, Lord! He's really dead!
Henry shakingly pulled out his walkie-talkie.
Leo? Leo! Hey, are you there? Oh, please!
There was no response. Henry continued.
Leo, please! We need to get out of here immediately!
Suddenly, someone's voice answered over the walkie-talkie. Get out of here?
You got Leo too?
Not that easy. Henry was startled. He threw the radio and the camera on the ground.
Good shit.
Suddenly, Henry heard a screaming voice.
Ah! It's Leo! Oh no, he's in danger!
Henry thought to himself. He was so scared that for a while, he decided to find another shelter rather than running out to search for his friend. While running along the shelves, Henry suddenly saw a security guard standing there.
That's the killer.
Oh my God, help me, please!
He cried for help, but the guard didn't say anything, and then burst out laughing. Henry froze. He slowly looked down and saw in the hand of the guard a sharp knife covered in blood.
About to stab you? You're already right there.
It was you!
Henry turned around and ran out of there, occasionally looking behind him to watch out for the man. Finally, he got into a shelf to hide. Henry began to hear footsteps coming towards him. He held his breath.
Yoo-hoo! Come out wherever you are!
The killer's voice made Henry almost jump out of his skin. He covered his mouth with his hand to not make a sound. After hearing the footsteps of the killer passing by, Henry dared to exhale.
Boom!
The killer snatched the package and stared at him with a grin that stretched from ear to ear.
Punch him.
It was the man, the Target's security guard.
Found ya!
Henry stared at his knife, dumbfounded. Instinctively, he pushed him away with his hands and crawled out as fast as he could. But it was not easy. The security guard immediately grabbed Henry's head and directly stabbed him in the back. The boy fell down to the floor.
Once, y'all.
Next time, maybe you want to think twice before sneaking in here.
They did.
Please, let me go. I won't ever come back here. Please.
Henry cried and begged.
I won't let any of you kids ruin my job here. Ever again!
Then he raised the knife and stabbed Henry in the neck.
Oh my God.
He stopped breathing.
You need to kill
The
him,
security
kid.
guard trained the camera on Henry's body and said,
The game is over. See you in the next episode.
Another Dollar Tree one? Y'all be acting up at the Dollar Tree.
with Halloween coming up, the store manager made us all work graveyard shifts. Our duty was just to put the goods on the shelves and clear the warehouse to make room for Halloween packages. I worked with my boyfriend, Lucas. It was 9 p.m., and we started to close the store. Lucas and I checked the stalls and rearranged the items that were in the wrong place. Well, the manager had prepared so well for Halloween, but the quantity of goods imported seemed not enough for people's demand. I sighed when looking at the empty $1 store shelves. After locking the door, I went around to check once more.
Lucas, this is not funny.
I said grumpily, but Lucas said nothing.
Jeez!
My heart almost jumped out. The strange man stood there like a statue and stared at the toy stall with lust in his eyes. He didn't blink once, but it was closing time, so I had to send him out.
Hi. Unfortunately, it's time for Dollar Tree to close, so would you mind coming back tomorrow morning?
I walked over and said to him, but there was no signal that he would move.
I'm sorry, sir. You need to get out for now.
I tried to get more serious, but he just stood there and smiled like a freak.
Sir, if you don't leave, I must call 911.
The police were my last resort.
I wanna buy this.
He suddenly picked up a doll and showed it to
No.
me.
Sorry, but we closed right now, so I can't sell it to you.
I replied.
But I want to buy it. I have money.
He murmured while giving out a lollipop. Pay
Boy,
with
that ain't even
sweets?
no money.
What's the problem with him?
Sir, we can't sell you that because the store is closed.
I tried to be firm.
No, I want it. I want it.
Sir, get out. Get out right now.
He started to cry like a child and tried to push the candy forwards.
I can't sell it to you.
I was exasperated.
Besides, this isn't even money.
This
It's
is
just a
candy.
lollipop.
I threw the sweet on the ground. The man suddenly got so angry about that, his face turned red.
I want to buy it.
He rushed over and pushed me down. I bumped my hand against the shelf. My wrist hurt terribly. I was scared, trying to back away. I really didn't know what to do. I just wished Lucas would come to rescue me. The man,
Did he kill
in
your
the
boyfriend?
meantime, took heavy steps toward me. The doll in his hand was squeezed so
Why don't you
tightly
keep
that
it?
it was deformed.
At this point,
Then the man reached out his hand towards me.
Hey!
Fortunately, Lucas showed up in time.
where the
His
fuck were
voice
you?
startled the creepy man, who was now like a child being scolded. He sulked and left. Lucas helped me get up while I was still in shock about what had just happened. If he hadn't arrived in time, I'd probably end up like that doll. Lucas assured me that this monstrous man had already left, but I still hadn't regained my composure. Does it still hurt? Lucas looked
Obviously.
at my wrist. Fortunately, the injury was not too serious. Well, I just need to finish with this stuff, and then I'll be back, okay? Lucas told me. At this time in the shop, the
Y'all ain't
lights
even
were on
checked
brightly, so I
damn
felt less
thing.
scared.
Lucas?
Thinking that Lucas was playing tricks again, I called out.
Girl, you thought he was playing the first time
That
and it
sound
wasn't
made me
him.
jump. Did something happen to Lucas? Hastily
oh boy, got
reaching
him.
for my phone to light up the light, I tiptoed towards the noise. Oh my God! There were a lot of glass pieces on the floor, and when the light was turned forward a bit, I saw blood.
Oh, Lucas!
Stab
I
Lucas?
panicked and ran over to Lucas. The bleeding didn't stop, making me panic even more.
Jesus, Lucas!
I tried to stop the bleeding while calling 911.
Oh, help! My boyfriend is hurt. We're at the Dollar Tree store. Don't worry, Lucas. I already called an ambulance.
I couldn't hold back my tears while stopping the bleeding. A sound behind me sent chills down my spine. I turned around. That
All this
creepy
over
man.
a
He was
dollar
now looking at me with
store
bloodshot eyes.
doll, y'all.
In his hand was a sharp piece of glass. In his other hand was a doll.
Take this stupid ass doll.
To buy it.
He threw the bloody doll in my face. I went completely numb. I could only cry and beg him.
Please, let me go.
I said, I want to buy it!
The man
Take
shouted,
it!
simultaneously raising the sharp glass and slashing it down. I dodged it. In the moment, I was able to push his hand away so I could avoid a fatal wound. But he still had shards of glass in his hand and tried to stab me. Right at this moment, I heard the siren so close. The
He couldn't
police
have got
promptly
away.
rushed in and caught the man. The ambulance also quickly gave first aid to Lucas, and he was taken to the emergency room.
Good.
Things have been back to normal now, but that memory still shivers down my spine, and I can never forget it.
Not y'all still working there. I would have left. I ain't about to die nowhere. Y'all enjoyed this one? I enjoyed this one. Crazy. They really. Y'all really over here cutting up at the dollar store? Y'all better than that. Y'all better than that. Let me know which story was your favorite. It was just Dollar Tree and Target. Y'all know not to mess with Target. I personally truly believe that if you do mess around in Target and stay so close, someone might kill you. So that could be facts. It says that these are all, loosely inspired on true events. I feel like that's a true event. You go to Target, you gonna die. Don't go playing around in Target. Let me know which one was your favorite, and until next time, I love you guys. Bye.